G'day FSG, how are you?
Hey Args, how's it going?
I'm alright, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to clean this mess up.
What? Well, I thought I did a good job. You said last week I did a good job.
It is very artistic. No, it's fine. We've installed anywhere object storage, so I'm going to put one of those in there and we can tidy that up. But more pressing for me
great call.
is it's going to start raining in a couple of hours and I've got hay on the field I need to get done.
Yep, I can definitely muck in and help you with that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, whatever you need, let me know.
Okay, cool. I think I'm going to go start getting it windrowed and that, so if you give me a bit of a head start, and if you've got some things to do on your farm, I'll let you go and do those and then jump over when you're free and run a baler for a bit if you like.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, big changes. We've switched on precision farming, haven't we? So I might go and sample some fields.
Yeah, we have. That's a good thing to point out. We have indeed. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for us.
Yep. We'll dodge the bugs in it.
Yeah, there's no bugs. What are you talking about? Unique features.
I will go and start doing that. Unique features, there you go, yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right, well, you head off and I'll give you just pop over when you're ready, when you're free.
All right, mate.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, catch you soon.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to North Frisian and, our mess of bales. But like I said, we do have a solution. Just going to jump in here just really quickly and take a look at the build menu. We have added anywhere object storage, of course, my own creation, and the short one actually fits reasonably well in there. I could put it right back, but then your spawn area would come. Actually, the spawn area is outside the trigger, but yeah, I think we'll bring it out a little bit forward. The big one, we just have a look with that. It's actually too long, so get it so those back poles are out there. We'd be stacking bales outside. So I think, for the sake of it all, we're going to go in and put one of these down. It's only $5,000 as well. Very affordable way to store our bales and make good use of that. So if we dump that right about there, once I end up placing, I need to turn on free place, of course. Toggle free mode B. There we go. Dump that there, and then in a good spot. There we go. Now everything's all done, and of course, if we just wander on over, I've got the triggers hidden, but right about here, I think it is. Our mouse, which way is it? Got to find out where the exact trigger is. Can't remember whether it's a mouse click or a button. But we go into the right spot. Should be able to hide those holes. I can't even find it. Turn our triggers on and we'll be able to. It's out here. Here it is. We come in here, look at that, and we hide the markers, and we're just left with our object storage. There we go. So we'll have to pull all those out, dump them into the trigger, and then they'll stack back in there. Seems to be the best way, best solution for that. So that's what we're going to be doing, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. That's something we can probably do if it does start raining. The focus is, though, to go and get these two fields windrowed up. They were tedded, so they've dried off nicely in the last week while we've been away, and get it windrowed up so we can start baling. So let's go find a tractor. We'll leave the Fent there on the baler, so when FSG comes over and lends a hand, he's all good to go with that. We go and jump into the... What did I say it was? A Fent. It is. There's a Veltra over here, isn't it? Suddenly thinking, double guessing whether I had the right tractor, but it is the Veltra, the T-Series. Veltra, jump in here and go and grab a windrow. So there's our field. It's the first one we've got, and we've obviously got the other one over the back now. I did recall now seeing them that we had those grass bales in there as well, so we had some feed to immediately give to the cows. Probably going to be a bit of a moot point because we'll have some hay very soon to give them. Should have got that picked up last time. And down to the cows, but anyhow, it is what it is. Right, let's head on down here, just going down to the shop. We are rapidly racing through our money. I was just having a look at what it's going to cost us to buy the soil sampling rather than doing it ourselves. It's going to be about 20 grand, I think, just on those grass fields. And we've still got that big corn one, so I thought maybe we buy it on the grass fields, and then when it comes time to do some sampling, we can do the cornfield, lease the equipment, lease the scout, and get that done. But we'll figure that one out. Anyhow, let's go and grab our windrower, and we'll go and get started on some windrowing. So we're going to start over in this field rather than the other one. I figured if we start here, then FSG can come over and start the baling for us, and we'll be able to get those few grass bales off, hopefully before he gets caught up to us. But you can see here our brand new windrower. It is the Crone Swadro 900. It is a 9 meter wide windrower. It is a mod. It's available on Mod Hub, but I thought this would be a very good size for us on the farm. About all we need. So get that turned on. We'll lower it down, but we are going to set ourselves up with our steering assist and work our way around the field. I think 2 headlands should be just perfect for this size windrow. So we are all set up and off and moving now. Interestingly, I'm just going to keep an eye on this. Maybe we're not quite wide enough. It detected the width at 8.2 and I've automatically set it to 9, which is what was told to us in the shop. And it's a 9 metre wide windrow, but I'm just seeing we're not picking up on the edges there, so I'll just reset that. There we go, we've gone down to 8.5. Still doesn't quite look like we're getting right on the very edge. It looks like we should. Definitely not picking up that edge. We'll see what happens once we've gone around once. We might have to just make it a little bit narrower again. Not ideal. We were sold a dream of 9 metres and we're already getting 8 point something, so it is what it is, right? I suppose a little bit of tolerance and overlap isn't a bad thing. Anyhow, it's going to work out pretty well, I think. Good size for the farm. Anything more would have just been way too big. So, with that all said, let's carry on and just get this one done so we can move on to the next field.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
I've just scanned my first field. I'm just wondering, have you started windrowing yet, or are you still loading bales?
No, I've gone straight to the windrowing. I figured I could load bales in the rain.
Alright.
Just finished my first headland.
Okay, right. I'll come down then. By the time I'm hooked up and in the field, I probably won't catch you.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. I've gone to the furthest field, so you've got to go through the first one we did to get there.
Gotcha. Right, I'll do that.
See you soon.
Cheers, mate. See you in a minute.
Alright, well there we go. We got into our montage and got a call from FSG. He's going to be here sooner than we expected, so that's good news. Right, let's carry on with this. Get this field all windrowed up. Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
Got to go through the first the one that's already been baled.
I see it now. I'm in the wrong one.
Yeah.
Right. Just burn some of your fuel off. Thought you had too much in the tank.
Fair enough. Well, fingers crossed we are going to beat the rain. So grateful for FSG coming over to give us a hand. Now, there's no clouds in the sky at all, but it is forecast to rain in about 35 minutes. And as regular as weather is in Farm Sim, you can expect that that will be the case. So, yeah, just getting it done. There's a few more rows there to do. We're going to get this all folded up once we're finished here, take it back over to the farm, and then we're going to go and grab our bale loading trailer. I'm going to come and grab these few grass bales out of here, and we're just going to dump them into the animal, into the trigger for the cows, because we are going to need something in there. We've got them where there's no point wrapping them or anything. We will just go and feed them to the animals, get them going. Might even pick up a hay bale or two and throw it in there, just while we wait for the silage to ferment. But there we go. Let's head on out this way. We're going to find somewhere to store this. Figure out the best place to park it, and go and get some bales loaded up. Just thinking, this is the first time we've actually used this trailer. FSG's done all our bale loading for us thus far. We've been busy baling and wrapping, so nice to have something to do for a bit of a change. So, get in here, this unfolded. We will run around, like I said, grab these few grass bales on the headland first, get them loaded up, and dumped into the animal trigger. I actually have to figure out where we need to go to feed the animals. I haven't looked into it in that much detail, but here we go. Let's go back down. Pick that one up. Right, let's move on round and see what we can get done. Not too many more passes, so we should, fingers crossed, be done before that rain sets in. It's going to come in a hurry too. Absolutely not a cloud in the sky. There we go, 11 grass bales all picked up. Let's head on and find this a trigger. Get somewhere we can get to. I hope we don't have to go inside the animal pasture into the pen there. What have we got? A couple of triggers around that side. The feed ones. No, it's a silo. We've got manure, probably slurry. Let's just go have a look, see if we have to actually go in here, because if we do, we know we're not going to be able to get it unloaded. There's a door down here. Is that? It's going to be around the other side. Let's go and see what we can find. No, not there, but it looks like it could be around the other side. Let's go and check that one. Get this door open up, and there we go. I think that is our feed trigger right there. So, okay, well, we won't be car. Do I risk it? Do I risk it? How? I think it's too high. I think it's too high. We're going to create exactly the same issue FSG had earlier. So we'll just come and unload them over here, and we'll grab the telehandler and run them into the animals. All right, I'm just going to unload it here. Let's get this tipped up. There we go. Yeah, no, definitely would not have succeeded in that shed at all. That is way too high. I'm impressed actually that FSG did manage to get it to unload in one of them earlier, but there we go. Drop that off. Power our way forward, and we'll get that all folded back down, and we will go and carry on now picking up some proper hay bales. They will be going straight into the storage shed, where we've placed that down with the straw, and from there, let's get that folded up properly. Go. Right, and from there, we'll be able to use them for our feed banks. Everything will be in the same spot. Silage bales just over the other side, straw and hay bales right there, so nice and easy to access. Let's have a look here. First load on our way out. CFSG has finished with the baling, which is fantastic. Huge help to have him there, and well, dare I say it, looks like he's feeling rather strong. He might be moving some straw bales. Be a little bit cheaty. We'll let it slide. There we go. I think a bit of super strength won't fix. Right. Let's get this backed in. See about unloading it into the storage. Obviously it's all working because he's getting those bales in there. He's probably going to get squashed here, is he? No, he's out of the way. Right. Should have done this in the first place. Get that all loaded up there. There is actually quite a bit of height up in this shed, but you have to be in exactly the right spot. Even there, moved enough, it would have been in the wrong place. But there we go. Right, load it in. get folded up and carry on moving. That worked out pretty much perfectly. Last bale out of the field, and we've got a completely full load. So those 11 grass bales we took out worked out just fine. There we go. Field all complete and all clear. We're going to get this one unloaded as well. FSG was sitting in there. Looks like he's might have called it quits now. No, he did get the telehandler. Was moving some of those around. What's a telehandler? But that's very quickly filling up, isn't it? Very, very quickly filling up. Alright, get this one backed in there now too. And we'll jump out and have a quick chat to him before we go and clear this other field out.
Hey mate.
Why couldn't you stack them that neatly to start with?
This is a much better solution, I've got to say.
Yeah, no, it's working out very well. Thank you very much for the help with the baling. It's going to rain very soon and I wouldn't have got it done on my own, so very much appreciated. Thank you.
Nope. Looks like we've timed it perfectly, actually.
Yeah, we have. I've just got that one more field to go and clear off. And then what? I guess we'll call it quits for the day and see what the next day brings us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I'll try and get the rest of these straw bales tidied up as well, and then we're good to go.
Legend. Alright, thank you. Catch you soon.
Nice one, mate.
Cheers. Well, there we go, isn't it nice having neighbours like that, always willing to pitch in and lend a hand. Now, I'm not even sure how many bales we've got down here, so quickly count up. Cautious going across the bridge because I don't want to do an FSG. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Typically, I think we're going to be one short in this field. It was too good to be true. We expect both the fields to work out perfectly, but it is what it is. Right, let's get this one loaded up and over back to the yard. And of course I did forget that we actually changed bale sizes halfway through this because I was worried we were going to end up with bales that are too big, and now I don't know which ones are which. So it's going to be a little bit of a guess as to which are the bigger bales. I'm going to have to do it by eyesight. I think should be, hopefully the ones on this end and the couple of headland passes, which are the bigger ones. Just have to play it by ear, but pretty sure this one down here is or not, and then I think the rest in the middle will be the smaller ones, but we might just have to go around and check them all out. Yeah, there we go, that one's not. Right. Did the guessing games commence? Alright, I think that's it, 5 bales. It'd be about right, I think it was about now we told FSG, I'm pretty sure it was when he was doing the headlands, we were having a chat about changing the bale sizes, so there we go. Right. Almost done. Here we are, back with the last load. FSG's got, so he got back in there, one more bale, one more straw bale to get out, and then we're all done. But yeah, how much needed does that look? All those bales tidily stacked in there. Probably not quite realistically replicating exactly what's there, but we'll take it. It's certainly going to make our life a whole lot easier having that there like that. Still another one hiding. Right, that's us done. Let's get that down. We've been in the rain. That was our main objective. 7 minutes until it is going to start pouring down. Yeah, there's people out enjoying a hot air balloon ride. Figure that out, would you? Just go and figure that out. Right, let's go and park this up.
Nice stash of bales, Args.
It's beautiful. It looks so much better. 103. I was just saying to you before how many bales we've made, and all I've made in the last wee while. And the grass bales. A lot. Yeah, silage bales over the road too. Very good. Oh, well, thanks for your help. All done before the rain comes.
Yep, perfect timing. Look at that, with 6 minutes left until it forecasts to rain.
Well, with forecast too, can you see a single cloud in the sky?
No, it does look like it's not going to rain in the next few minutes.
No,
safe to say.
And hot air balloon floating around. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's come back tomorrow and see what's on the agenda.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, mate.
We'll see you then.
Yeah. See you then.
Well, just before the day ends, we have come around and given the cows this grass that we had here. The trigger's actually just inside the door, so we probably could have just about unloaded it. But yeah, there it is, all fed, so they will be happy now for a little bit longer. We are going to sort of head through now, call it a day, skip forward a little bit of time, jump into the next one. Fields to prep and things like that. I'm going to quickly try and buy our soil sampling on those 3 grass fields so we can get into that. Just looking 26, 27, we can go in here and purchase our soil information. It's not too expensive, $4 for that one. And purchase this one as well. and purchase that one there. So we've ended up spending what, about 12 grand on all of those, all up. But there we go. That's all our soil sampling done. Not sure what's going on here. It's a bit glitchy in the way it's showing some of these up and over. I don't know whether that's a server issue or what it is. But here you go. That's our 3 fields done. You can see the one that FSG sampled earlier.
Oh my goodness, hail.
I suppose it's a late afternoon thunderstorm. Well, good morning everyone and welcome to another month. We did get some rain pretty much bang on 6 o'clock. In fact, we got some hail, which did damage our corn crop just a little bit, not too bad. Just a few spots here and there, wasn't too serious, but I guess it was one of those, we're quite close to the coast, so I guess it was one of those sort of afternoon heat-induced rain events. You sort of get those heavy storms that blow in pretty quickly. We've seen them, all seen them, I'm sure you have. But anyhow, we are going to grab the Vulture again. Spending a lot of time, getting a lot of seat time on that. Head down to the shop. I'm going to go grab a grassland roller. Now, I might be wasting my time. I don't know. You'll probably be going, don't do that, Argsy. It's a waste of time. But we are going to jump in here and roll them. It's not something I normally do on our grass fields, but I thought we'd give it a go. I'm intrigued to see what it will do with the precision farming. As I said, we did buy all the data there, so you can see as we walk in here, we've got a pretty bad pH value. Nitrogen's pretty much perfect. It does say it needs rolling though, so we're going to go and do that and just see exactly what it does. Again, it's September. We're probably not going to get another cut off these before the end of the year anyhow, depending on the weather, so we'll just bear that in mind. But let's go and grab the tractor and we're going to head on up, go and buy a roller and see what happens. I think FSG is going to possibly get some lime spread. In fact, I see him coming out of his gate down there now. He was talking about getting some lime put onto these fields as well, so yeah, we'll just wait and see. Right, in fact, let's jump in here, get in here as quick as we can and see if we can race him down to the dealer. Well, we're definitely the first one down here, but it looks like he might have pre-ordered and had it delivered. So there we go, looks like he's picking up a mulcher. Interesting looking thing actually. Bednar mulcher. Yeah, nice. Oh, that's his Deutz far. Right, we'll leave him to do that. Let's go in and find what we're going to get. So normally under grassland, you come down here to grassland care. We've only got the maxi roller, which is in here, 6.3 meters wide, 74 kilowatts, doesn't require too much. And that did cost, what did the price? $7,500, but we've got a couple of mods in here as well. If we go up to our rollers under yield improvements, we've got the Matador Goodler and the Madara Rolling Deer. Now these both come with either a rolling configuration or a grassland roller. Which is kind of handy, similar width, similar horsepower, a little bit cheaper, particularly if we go down this route, the Madara. So again, grass roller there, and we can customize the colors. I wonder if that's going to cost us anything. Right. Oh, there we go. No, nothing on that. There on that. Okay. I kind of like that, don't I? Any other options on the rim color? Yeah, I think we'll keep that there, and go white on the rims. Yeah, that looks pretty neat, doesn't it? So, cheap option, $9,500, and we're getting a 6 meter roller. So let's go and buy that. I'm going to keep that because obviously we've got lots of grassland, and we should actually, because it's a configuration option, we could reconfigure it if we wanted to use it on, and it doesn't cost you anything. We could reconfigure it if we wanted to use it for rolling crops later. So there we go, all sorted. Let's go and pick that up and head on down to where we're going. Whoa, not expect that. And you gave me a fright. Turned around and found you there.
Sorry, I was just going to see what you purchased.
Ah, right. Yeah, just
being nosy.
Fair enough. Just a little roller. So go and give the grassland a run over.
That's quite nice. They're going to make a killing out of us, aren't they?
Oh, I know.
Their equipment.
Yeah, I feel I'm down here all the time. Although I'm gonna have to find a way to make some money because I'm quickly running out of it.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me both.
Right, nice big mulcher you've got.
Yeah, it's nice. I just leased it, but I'll give it a go. See what it's like.
Oh, good on you. All right, have fun.
All right. Yeah, you too.
I'll catch you later on. Well, looks a little bit small epoxy on the back of this now, doesn't it? Anyhow, I'm sure it'll do a great job. What we need it to. Let's head on down. We'll go and get into the field. No point going anywhere past the first one. We'll start in there, work our way through the other ones, and get this all rolled down. We'll see if it does change anything on the precision farming screen. I don't expect it to. Only thing could be is if it applied some sort of nitrogen through that rolling process, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to. Anyhow, let's go and find out. Alright, here we are. So, first things first. It's unfolded. Just like that. Not sure if those rollers wheels would come around. It's actually not the smartest animation, is it? And we're just going to pull forward a little bit. Now, we're going to have to hop out and see if this is actually doing anything to here. So, I think if we go and stand in front of our tractor, see we still got the needs rolling there. Does it disappear around the back, or have we left it too late? No, it's not actually looking like it's going to do anything. I might have left this too late. It might have had to have been done if we had a growth stage on here. Just like you would if it was being seeded, which is, it's a little bit frustrating, right? We were pushing it right to the end of the day to get the work done. The roller's still going to roll. There was still grass here. It's just growing back. Let's do a little bit more of a test. So just taking a look here under the rolling and the little bit of help. We've got the precision farming, and maybe there might be some information there in that. But just having a look under here, we'll just go back down to our rolling section. It does say rollers in the grassland care section of the shop can be used after mowing grass. Rolling over fresh cut grass will grant you a fertilizing stage for the next harvest. Rolling over grass that's already grown will set it back to the first stage of growth. Well, we're not getting any either. We're not getting it back to the first stage of growth. And I can't tell if we're getting any fertilizer on there. One way actually to tell. Let's go and roll over. I know there's a bit down here, which, unless this is the first stage of growth, of course, roll back over these and see if it's going to do anything to that. Ah, it is. It does. It has set that back to a first stage of growth. But is it providing any fertilizer bonus? We'll have to have a look in precision farming and see if there's any benefit to doing it. Well, I'm taking a look there at nitrogen, which is our fertilizer, and I cannot see any benefit having rolled that section. There's nothing else shown anywhere else. So, if you ask me, I think we are barking up the complete wrong tree with this roller. I think it is just going to be a complete waste of time carrying on. So, we're going to suck it up. $10,000 investment that might have gone wrong. We're going to figure out what else we need to do. Possibly look at getting a lime spreader and applying some lime onto these fields instead. So we go, we've come down and grabbed ourselves the Breedle spreader. It is just leased, cost us $2,500 plus whatever the hourly rate is. Now we do have a silo back at the farm where we can buy lime, so we'll fill that up with some lime, or put some lime in it. And then we'll get to spreading that on the fields. Hopefully it's not going to cost us too much, and hopefully with the precision farming we're not going to be applying lime quite as heavily as we may have in the past. It was one of the biggest things I was looking forward to with precision farming, is the reduction in lime required because of obviously the pH calculation. So let's get back down here and see what happens. I'm going to say it's not the easiest silo to access, but we've got this one here. Now come over to the spanner, jump into here. You can see we could buy solid fertilizer, lime and seeds, and mineral feed in here. Actually mineral feed could come in handy, which is kind of a cool little touch. Seeds as well, but lime, 100,000 litres for $6,000. That is dirt cheap. I don't know if you're going to find that any cheaper anywhere else. It's 1,000 litres, $61. Well, we just might as well max it out. Buy all that. There's no point not. We will have it, we will use it. And it's an expense we don't have to worry about later. So let's jump back up into the tractor. Got to press R, start filling with some lime. There we go. Perfect. That's not bad actually. Kind of happy with having that there. So let's go and have a look. Got our information up there in the top left showing our pH values for lime application. Hopefully we're going to see some automatic application coming through. We've got that set to auto. Of course you can manually set your rate if you wanted to. Not sure why you would, but just in case you do. Right, let's go down here, set up some steering assist and get into this field. There we go, automatically detected our 12 metre spread width there for the lime. Turn off our beacons, turn that on, and lock our steering in. Should be good to go. There we go, that's all going out. We're not putting on too much at the moment, and still going down reasonably fast. Faster than I thought it might have been, but 4.38 tonnes to the hectare on our automatic setting at the moment. So, are we going to get this whole field done in one load? Probably not. Might go close, but we'll wait and see. But let's just go around the corner. Now, if we bring up our mini-map, we should be able to see as well. We are getting that green line going around on the map. Here we go. You can see we are boosting that pH level up to where it should be. That's good. Right. Let's crack into it. Nothing more than a little time lapse here to see how far we can get through this.
How's it going, Args?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's good. Getting through the mulching.
Yeah, it was slow starting, but it's not bad now. Getting there now.
That's good. That's good. I think I said to you that roller did not work at all. It was didn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, might be precision farming, but we've got the lime on the fields now, which is good. I'll keep hold of this lime spreader. I've leased it, but we'll be welcome to use it once you're ready for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind borrowing that. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some on my field too.
Nice. I'll have something for next time.
Excellent.
Good one. I'll leave you to finishing that off. I'm going to call it quits. So have a good one. Pleasure as always.
Yeah, likewise, mate.
Yeah.
We'll catch up next week.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Cheers, buddy.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye for now. Bye.
Well, there we go. He's making it through that, isn't it? Slow going. But let's jump back up in here and well, actually, while we're out, see how we go from perfect there. Go across a little bit, and we get this good, and it goes back up to perfect. Across more, down to good, back up to perfect. Weird, eh? I wonder if it's something with the way the lime spread is set up around precision farming. Don't know. Anyhow, we'll take perfect and good any day of the week. Well, there we go. We are all done for another episode here on North Frisian with the farm sim guy. It's a full-looking shed over there, which is nice to see. If we actually got any more bales, we might have to get another object storage put in there. But that's going to work out perfectly for us. Got our silage fermenting over here on the other side. The animals have got a little bit of food. And once that silage has fermented, we will be able to get in and make them a proper TMR mix and get them really producing, which would be fantastic. I'm just going to go park this over here and leave it there to be filled up with some lime for FSG. But yeah, that is us done. Last job for us is going to be getting in and chopping all that corn and putting that into a silage bunker, which is going to be one heck of a job for us. But for now, I'm going to call it quits. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.